Hey, what's up guys? How's it going today? Hope you're all doing good. Brownie here, back with some more AFK Journey, and today we're going to be doing some more PvP. I want to show you guys some fights that I did because, well, I've got a new burst team, and it's the only team that has come remotely close to beating a full P4 team that is extremely strong. So, and it's gotten me some wins. So the team I'm just going to show you right now is it's Harak, Sylvina, Hugin, Leica, and Dianel. Now you can see Dianel's doing a ton of damage. So is Harak. Not as much as Dianel, but yeah, he's still doing quite a bit, and what he's doing is very, very important, along with Sylvina. She's got less damage than Harak, about half as much as Harak, but what she's doing is so vital to the team that you can't discount her. So anyway, as you can see, we have a pretty big Paragon discrepancy. I mean, not big, but big enough. I think it adds up to like 18 points of inspiration and intimidation that he has against me. So I have negative 18 inspiration and intimidation. So yeah, I'm definitely at a pretty big disadvantage here, and we're still able to get the win. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this fight. We'll watch a couple other fights too, and then we'll break it down. We'll break down some of these fights. So here we got our full mythic skill from Dianel, plus the Harak Sylvina opener is going to give us the kill on their Harak right there. You saw that. And then we're getting our Dio actives, and he takes out pretty much the rest of the team. Harak finishes up the Freyasto along with Dianel, and yeah, it was a pretty smooth fight. Went really well. I don't even think I lost a hero in that one. Okay, so I definitely lost some heroes that fight. I don't know why I thought I didn't, but anyway, back to the video. So it was not bad. I was pretty surprised. I was pleasantly surprised because I really expected to lose. Because most of the time, I mean, if I show you some of these other attempts I did against Atraxi with some of these other burst teams that were very successful for me before this new season. So this Freyasto, Sylvina, Seth, Lily May, Harak team was doing really, really well against a lot of the teams that I was fighting. And now if I try to use it against this team that we just saw in the last fight, same team, look how quickly their Harak just destroys my team. So we get the opening stun and the opening hit on their Harak, but he only loses about half of his health. And then as soon as he's unstunned, he just goes to town destroying my whole team in seconds. So yeah, it's really a challenge to beat these teams that have higher Paragon than you do. It's really tough. So here's the other fight where we won. I'll show you guys again. So we get all our nectar stacks, like I said, from Leica, Hugin, and Enlightenment spell. Also, we get the buff, the attack buff from Hugin on Dianel. And then with the Leica, or with the Sylvina Harak opener, the stun into Tidal Assault, all of that is timed perfectly. So it's just a amazing opener to almost guarantee a kill. And then as long as my Dianel gets to his active, we're in good shape, and we're gonna win that fight. Now I'll show you what happens when Dianel doesn't get to his active. So we'll go ahead and hit replay here. And I'm thinking that I need to change the positioning, and we'll go hop into formations, and I'll show you how I want to actually position the team, because I think if I had my Dio at a little bit of a different angle, he'd be able to take out more of their heroes with his spears. So yeah, but as you can see, we're taking out some of their heroes, but our Dio got destroyed by, I guess that was Taylene. Was that Taylene that hit him with something? It was like a huge fireball or whatever. I'm guessing that had to be Taylene. And yeah, if our Dio gets taken out and he doesn't get to do his active, we're toast. So let's go ahead and hop out of here. I want to show you guys the other formation that I wanted to use here on this team, because I mean, formations are crucial to Dianel teams. you really want to make sure you set up your teams right. Alright, so we'll hop in here. We'll go to map 3. Alright, so come on. Can we go to map 3? Is it... I guess it's glitched? I don't know. Or is it just... Okay. So it was just, I don't know, lagging like crazy for some reason. Alright, so we'll put our heroes in. We'll put in the Enlightenment spell. And Diano, Harak, Sylvina, Leica, Hugin. Okay, so we've got... The way I want to do it is like this. So Harak and Sylvina stay in the same spot. Well, they adjust based on the enemy team and where they're positioned and all that kind of stuff. So you might need to move Sylvina around. But I think this positioning will give my Diano a better attack line to hit the Freesto and the Taylene at the same time. Because I need to take that Taylene out. That Taylene can kill my Dio, and that's never good because, you know, if I don't get as active, my team's gonna lose. Now, the other cool thing about this trio of Leica, Hugin, and Diano is I could take out Harak and Sylvina, and I have 2 flex spots to use as needed. So if I need more CC or something, I could put in Aaron and Olmus. As long as the enemy team's not using like a Lily May or something like that. If they are using a Lily May, I'd have to do something else. Maybe put Arden in with I don't know, Carolina or something like that. You'd have to experiment, but if I wanted more, I don't know, survivability, I could use Haywin and put maybe Freesto in, things like that. But then there's, you know, it just all depends on the situation you're in, what you need to do, and all that stuff. But for my situation, I needed tons and tons of burst, so we put in Harak and Sylvina, because that Harak Sylvina opener, she has a stun lasts, I'm pretty sure it's 5 seconds. Let's just check. 1 second. Just pull her up right here. Come on. Okay. Get her skills up here. And launches an attack. Yeah, stuns for 5 seconds. So her opening attack has a stun for 5 seconds. And then if you pull up Harak, his tidal assault skill here, this is what I've been talking about in my last couple videos. So the tidal assault skill, it has a 15-second cooldown, but the initial cooldown is 5 seconds. So it's perfectly timed with Sylvina's stun, so that as soon as Sylvina's stun ends, Harak comes up from underneath the hero, knocks them in the air, does a ton of damage to them, and then it just so happens that Dio does his mythic skill at that exact time. So it takes about 6 seconds for Dio to get his mythic skill off and for the damage to hit the enemy target. And right as Harak is hitting the enemy in the air, you're getting the mythic skill damage from Diano, and it's just massive burst. I'm gonna show you guys that here in a sec. I'm gonna pull up the fight and show you a recording so I can pause it and all that kind of stuff. So give me a sec to do that. I'll be right back. Alright, so we got the fight pulled up, and here we go. So I'm going to pause it here real quick. So if you remember just a moment ago I was talking about the formations, and here I have everybody kind of in the middle, and I feel like if Dio's in the corner more, I'll just have a better result with like hitting just more targets, and hopefully, because if the Taylene survives too long, I'm kind of out of luck, and yeah, I don't want that to happen. So fight's going, and right here at the 5 second mark, we can see that my Harak is about to dive under the arena, because he's going to come up under the enemy Harak and knock him into the air. And as you can see here, my Diano has his spear going up into the air, and that means it's his mythic skill going off. And all this stuff is all happening at that 5 second mark, and it's all going to culminate here in a few moments. And it's just going to be a huge explosion of damage, and you'll see that the enemy Harak is just obliterated off of the map. It's so fun to watch. I love it. So let's go ahead and have that happen. And here we got the Hugin active and the Lily May active, and here it comes. Boom! So you can see the enemy Harak is in the air. His health bar is basically gone. The red beam's shooting up because he's dead, and that's always what happens when you kill an enemy. And then you can see the rest of the enemy team is taking significant damage also, and that's just going to make it that much easier for us to get the kill. The Taileen's already almost dead. Once my Harak is done with his Tidal Assault skill on the enemy Harak, he'll swim over and probably kill the Taleen. It all depends on the health bar of the Freyasto and the Taleen. It seems that he'll go for one of those heroes. I like that he goes for the Taleen because then I don't have to worry about Taleen killing my Dianel. And then we just need our Dianel to get to his active, and we got that. And the one cool thing about Dianel and Hugin together is that as long as Dianel is still on the tile when he does his active, the tile behind Hugin that is, he still gets the buff from Hugin. So he has that attack buff during his active. Even though he's in the air, he still counts as being on that tile. So it's a huge attack buff for his active, and it just helps him do tons and tons and tons of damage. Yeah, it's just a really cool little perk of being able to use Hugin on a Dianel team. I'm so glad that he provides a Nectar buff for Dianel. But yeah, just get the rest of the active out there, get the kills, Harak and Dianel, taking care of everything. So yeah, that's the fight, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.